I'm Jeanne Caldwell, and welcome to In His Presence. I'm glad you joined me today because I believe God's going to bless you in some special way. I'm going to be talking about what are you projecting. We started on it last week, and we probably will finish up on it this week. It's a very interesting topic, and I believe you'll be blessed by it, specifically the ladies. But before we get into that segment, I want to sing a song that we all like because we're all believers. If we're not, we should be. So I'm going to go to a taping that I did some time ago that's called I'm a Believer. Life is what you make it, just embrace it, even through the heartache. Sweeter days are yet to come. It takes patience to heal a situation. When I reach out, God will always be around. It all comes down to me. It's my responsibility to lean on Him for strength. He fills me every time and gives me peace of mind. I'm a believer, yes, oh yeah. Oh, yes I am. I'm a believer, yes, oh yeah. Oh, yes I am. I will be His witness. I have seen His greatness. When I couldn't feel love, He would pick me up. Jesus holds me closer till the pain is over. I know He'll be there. God is love. He's everywhere in all His majesty. He sets my spirit free. He knows just what I need. He fills me every time and gives me peace of mind. I'm a believer, yes, oh yeah. Oh, yes I am. I'm a believer, yes, oh yeah. Oh, yes I am.
Stir up your spirit and refresh your soul with Jeanne Caldwell's album, Colors, with songs like Didn't Think It Could Be.
I didn't think it could be till it happened to me.
And My Father.
I want to be more like Him, more like my Father, more like Him every day.
You're sure to be refreshed every time you listen. Colors is just $14 plus shipping and handling. To get your copy, visit our website at vtntv.com or call 1-888-641-3375.
We're talking about what are you projecting? Now, we started on this last week, and I can't go into all the things that I said, so if you want to know what I said, you're just going to have to get the tape. But actually, what we're talking about is the body part of you. We are spirit, we're a soul, and we have a body. But this body is more than just flesh. You know, we usually think of this body as something that we need to crucify. We got to crucify the flesh, you know, and we do. But also, we need to adorn this body. We need to adorn this flesh. You know, the tabernacle in the Old Testament, God wanted it adorned exactly and specifically like He told them. Right color, right shape, right style, and everything. Well, we are His tabernacle in the New Testament, and so we need to adorn this tabernacle that would glorify God. After all, He is in us. I mean, you think about that. He's in us. So let's make Him proud. Let's make Him be happy in the home that He's living in while we're here on this earth. We need to adorn the gospel basically for one reason, and that is to be a witness for God, a witness for the kingdom of God. You know, even though we may say, well, I think that's just ridiculous, Sister Jeanne, telling us that we need to look a certain way and dress a certain way and smell a certain way and all of that, you know, but it's not ridiculous. You know just as well as I do that the first thing people do when they see you is size you up. And psychologists tell us that it takes 90 seconds for people to form an opinion of you. That's just a minute and a half. A minute and a half. When people first meet you, they'll have an opinion of you. What you look like, your hair, your dress, everything about you is sending signals, sending messages about you. They will either trust you or they won't trust you by the way you look. It's amazing, really is. But that's how important the way we conduct ourselves, the way we look, will make on people. First impressions, and they rarely change, if ever, their first impression. I mean, that is something else. So we want, I would think, to put forth our best foot where Jesus is concerned, to be a witness for Him and to Him. And you know, I mentioned last week, and I showed you this little picture right here of the fact that, and you probably can't see it, but what it is, it's 5 basic body styles. And because I was talking to the women and telling them, you know, that even though we want to adorn ourselves specifically in certain ways, there are certain things we can wear and certain things we can't wear that will fit this body to bring forth the best look that you need to have. And so we talked about, at length, I guess, about perspective. Perspective. And this perspective is the way your body is shaped. There's the A shape, small, you know, here, and you've heard that song there, big at the little and bottom at the top. You know, the A shape. Then there's the HV shape, which is straight down, physical. You're usually the athletic type build. Then there's the T shape, which tends to be across this way, to be heavy in the thighs and go straight down, you know, from here to here, and most of the weight's gained there. Then there's the X shape, you know, they call the hourglass figure, and it's not really all that it's cut out to be, because that person is large at the top, small at the waist, and large in the hips, like this. And even though, you know, you may think you want that, it's a hard figure to fit. But there are clothes that you can wear to adorn this body to make it look nice. And I tell you, there's one body shape that's the perfect shape, but they tell us there's only about 10% of the women across America that have the perfect shape. So isn't that nice to know? We don't have to just fuss and stew about the way we look. God likes the way you look, and you can make yourself, by dressing accordingly to your shape, you can adorn that gospel, the gospel of Jesus that's in you. You can do that. Now, so perspective is number one. I was giving you actually the details for being beautiful for Jesus. That's what we started on last week. Beauty is what? Defining what beauty is, because every woman can be beautiful if she'll just work at it. You know, we have a tendency to say she's the most beautiful person in the world, or she ought to be Miss America, she's so beautiful, But I'm telling you, that is just not totally so, because every woman can be beautiful with just a little help. It's amazing, just a little makeup, just a little of the right color. Sarah in the Bible was beautiful inwardly and outwardly, and you can work on that. And you can look at stories where Queen Esther, she was told to put on a beautiful dress, to bathe herself, adorn herself just right before she went to see Haman. Went to see the king because of Haman's plot. But she fixed herself up real beautiful. Then you have Delilah, though, who was only beautiful on the outside. She had a wicked plot against Samson. So you don't want to get off balance and trying to be so beautiful that you get lifted up in pride. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about presenting yourself in the best way that you can be presented. It does mean a lot. The Bible even talked about it. So, number one was perspective, and number two is style and not fashion. In other words, sometimes there are so many fads that go around, and people think they've got to fit in the fad. They've got to fit into the fashion. But that's not necessarily true. Your beauty should reflect your character and your personality, a true and honest expression of your uniqueness, not style, not fashion. I know when the short skirts came in, they were short skirts. You could hardly find anything to wear because they were so short. I know I had a hard time finding anything to buy or to wear because of the skirts. And they look like things you'd put on a young person, not a mother or a grandmother. And even the young persons had to be teeny, teeny proportion and everything to be able to wear those clothes. And women were always fussing about it. And so they've come down a little, and then they started making the long skirts as well as the short skirts, so you could go either way. But I've seen people try to get in those short skirts, and believe you me, it might have been the fashion, but it certainly wasn't for them. And I know you've seen it too. And it's better to dress according to your style, your personality, your character, than to try to wear things that don't look good, even though they may be in style. And number three is harmony. That's perspective, style, and harmony. What is harmony? Well, it's learning how to recognize the color plan for you, being in harmony, what colors to wear, what colors not to wear. I mentioned last week, I know there are colors that I cannot wear, and there are colors that I can wear. Colors like khaki and avocado green, I cannot wear. But I can wear other colors. I can wear bold, bright colors and some pastel colors. Now, this is a pastel color that I have on. If they're icy pastels, I can wear pastels. But there's some pastels I can't wear. I look all washed out. But you would look beautiful in it, So we have to have this harmony, recognizing the color plan for us, what colors to wear, and what not to wear, how to pull yourself together with your hair and your accessories and all of that, your makeup. It's really important. It really is. Detail. Then comes to number 4, eliminating. Eliminating. What does that mean? It means discarding clothes that are unflattering or not your color, that clutter our closets. My closet sometimes is so cluttered, and I may not have worn that outfit not only in months, maybe years. And they say if you don't wear something, I believe it is in 9 months or in a season, get rid of it, because there's a reason why you're not wearing it. You either don't feel comfortable in it, and did you know when you don't feel comfortable in it, people around you will not feel comfortable, and they won't even know why. But if you're not comfortable in the way you feel and the way you're dressed, you're actually, those vibes, I think, are coming forth from you. You don't feel comfortable and you act like it. And therefore, people don't know why they feel uncomfortable around you. It's because you're not wearing the color, you're not wearing the style, you're not wearing what you need to be wearing. So you need to eliminate those things. I've got some other things here that I want to show you just real quickly. We talked about the 5 basic body styles. Well, there are about 5 different styles also of clothing that you wear. There's what we call the town and country natural. And once again, what do? Show it to this one right here, okay? What this actually is, there you go, town and country natural. I got this actually from a magazine. I didn't draw it. And what this says, you're usually average to tall, you're a sturdy athletic figure, but you wear elegant sportswear, denims, khakis, you prefer separates, outdoor casual, sporty look, plaids, checks, paisleys, broad fixtures, corduroy, tweeds. That is what you wear, and you wear it well. When you are dressed according to your style, people love it, and they love you. Then there's this what we call the dramatic. Once again, we do this, huh? You got to get quick there. There you go, dramatic. The dramatic, wow. What is the dramatic? Well, angular features, severe straight lines, billowy, blousy, bouffant, crisp stand-up ruffles, fur trim, shiny, glittery fabrics, exotic color prints, and large prints, bold jewelry, abstract, elaborate makeup. Now see, these things, to a town and country, you'd just look awful in this, and people would look at you and think, what is she trying to do? What is she trying to look like? That's not for you. But now a person that is a dramatic, they can wear these things, the nylon, the jersey, the satin, the heavy brocade, the velvet. The dramatic. I have, part of me, I've got 2 different styles, and you'll find that most people have 2 different styles. They're not all one dramatic or all one town and country. You'll find that you usually have 2 basic styles that you wear. And if you're into 3, you better watch out. You don't know yourself really or what you're supposed to wear, and have somebody help you when you buy clothes. But there's a part of me that can wear the dramatic, the bold colors, and some of the things that I mentioned. Then let's get the camera ready for the feminine romantic. Feminine romantic. Now we see here the feminine romantic. That is, she prefers pastel colors, soft drapery fabrics, soft ruffles, silks, strappy sandals, chiffon, pearls, velvet, crepe, romantic, sensual lines, prefers dresses, dainty or lavish jewelry, elaborate makeup. This is all of the feminine romantic, and you'll spot her every time. You'll begin to spot people and know what they are by these things. I won't show you the rest of them because our time's getting away from us, but there's the youthful romantic. The youthful romantic is small in stature, has a rounded type, gentle figure, dainty, delicate look, prefers neutral colors, soft lines, bows, ribbons, cashmere, angora, crisp cotton, eyelet, thin jersey. It's a beautiful look. There's the classic sophisticate. The classic, they're the ones that I think look so nice. They're usually average balanced figure, classic refined look. They can wear the pleats or the folds, tailored lines, conservative, matte finish, lightweight fabrics, fine cotton. They always look put together real well. That's the classic sophisticate. Then lastly, there's what we call the petite natural. That's an understated elegant, sturdy, not fragile, skirts and sweaters, checks, plaids, stripes, preppy style. And you can spot them right off once you know the way they're to dress and look. Now, you can get things like this in magazines. You can find them in bookstores telling you how to dress and how to look. I think I got this information from a book some time ago called Uniquely You. I would recommend you get it. I don't even remember who it was by, but someone mentioned to me recently, there's Color Me Beautiful. There's all kinds of things that you can buy to help yourself, to help you get the things that will help you put yourself together the way you'd like to. So then we talked about eliminating. So eliminate the things that are not you. If you're a town and country natural, you don't need to be wearing these dramatic, bold, sequin things. It just won't look right on you. By the same token, if you're dramatic and you wear all those things and you can't wear the town and country look, you just won't look right. So, then number 5 is communication. Communication. The language of your appearance speaks to others. It does. Does your appearance make a positive or a negative statement? Do you feel that people never take you seriously? There's a reason for that. If they never take you seriously, your clothes reflect a childlike attitude. Maybe you got a little pinafore or ruffles. You may have a certain hairdo that's very youthful, maybe a ponytail, you know, that you wore like when you were in high school. There's certain hairstyles that we can wear to make us look older. But if you feel like you're being treated in a manner that people don't take you seriously, check out what you're wearing. Check out the way you look. Does your clothing reflect the real you? Are you getting the service you feel you desire when you go into stores? Do people just ignore you? Or when they do give you service, is it usually just, well, I don't care if you buy or not, you know, just go on? Or do they just cater to you? I have really tried this. I've put this in operation. I wanted to see if this really worked. And when I go to the store looking very nice, dressed, you know, like I would dress even when I come to church, you know, maybe like what I have on now, a suit, you know, and pumps and earrings. If I go shopping like this, I guarantee you I get first-class treatment. They don't ignore me. And they definitely won't ignore you if you wear red. Did you know that? Red is the most vibrant color. Red cars get more tickets than any other automobile. If you have on red, they're going to spot you and they're going to wait on you. Even restaurants put red and yellow and orange and that real bright pink in their restaurants so people will eat and run. And they're fast food restaurants and they want you to eat fast, so they have colors according to that. So it's amazing. So you communicate in what you wear. You're communicating what you want people to think of you. Now that to me is a strong statement. So if you want people to think the best of you, if you want people to know that you love God and you honor God, then package yourself in a way that will convince people to trust you and your abilities and your walk with God. And you know, this is probably good for you men too, because if you buy things for your wife, buy her the right thing. Buy her something that she'd just be happy to wear, and it's her personality. Don't be like the banker that bought his wife a gray suit and she did not wear a suit, she would wear frills. You can do it, ladies, and you can do it, gentlemen, in Jesus' name. Well, it's time to go. I want you to know I love you and Jesus loves you, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today for In His Presence. You can write Jeanne Caldwell at Post Office Box 26207, Little Rock, Arkansas 72221, or email her at jeanniecaldwell@vtntv.com. Join us next time as we meet In His Presence.